Have you ever felt the temperature in a room change without anyone touching the thermostat? One night, you're sitting on the couch together, and the conversation is effortless. You're sharing things you've never told anyone else. You look into their eyes and see a reflection of a future something stable, warm, and real. You go to sleep feeling like you've finally found a safe harbor. Then, the morning comes. A good morning text is missing. When you reach out, the reply is a one-word answer 3 hours later. When you suggest dinner, they're suddenly swamped with work. The person who is just inches away from your soul has suddenly moved behind a bulletproof glass wall. You can see them, but you can't reach them. It is a silent, confusing pain. It's the kind of hurt that makes you feel frantic. You find yourself scrolling back through your messages, wondering, what did I say? Was I too much? Did I move too fast? You feel like you're holding a handful of sand, and the tighter you squeeze to keep it, the faster it slips through your fingers. If you are in that silence right now, I want you to take a deep breath. You are not crazy, and you are not alone. Welcome. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on one of the most painful paradoxes in human relationships, the intimacy gap. Before we dive into the why, we need to establish a foundation of safety. In the world of psychology, it's easy to look for a villain. We want to point a finger and say, you're a narcissist, or you're heartless. But the truth is usually much more human and much more fragile. Most people who pull away aren't doing it because they've stopped loving you. In fact, this is the part that is hardest to wrap our heads around. They often pull away precisely because the connection is getting stronger. We're going to look at the internal blueprints that dictate how we respond to closeness. We're going to talk about attachment, the fear of losing oneself, and the protective walls that we build when we were young that no longer serve us as adults. My goal today is not to give you a how-to guide on fixing another person, but to give you the clarity you need to stop blaming yourself. To understand why someone retreats, we have to talk about attachment theory. Specifically, we need to talk about the avoidant attachment style. For most of us, closeness equals safety. When we love someone, we want to be near them. But for someone with an avoidant internal blueprint, closeness is often subconsciously linked to danger. Think of it like a thermostat. Eberjon has son, intimacy set point. When the relationship is casual or distant, the temperature is comfortable for them. But as you get closer, as you share secrets, spend more time together, and start relying on one another, the heat of the intimacy rises. For a person with this blueprint, once that heat passes a certain degree, an internal alarm goes off. The primary fear here isn't usually, I don't like this person. It's, I am losing myself. This is what psychologists call engulfment, anxiety. Many people who pull away grew up in environments where their boundaries weren't respected. Perhaps they had a parent who was enmeshed with them, meaning the parent relied on the child for emotional support. In those cases, love felt like being smothered. It felt like their own needs, their own identity, and their own space were being swallowed up by the other person. Fast forward to adulthood. When you show them deep, genuine love, their subconscious doesn't see a gift. It sees a cage. When that alarm goes off, the brain goes into survival mode. To lower the heat of the intimacy, they use what we call deactivating strategies. These are subconscious behaviors designed to create distance, focusing on your minor flaws to convince themselves you aren't the one, withdrawing physically or emotionally, thinking, I'm just not ready for a relationship right now, ghosting or going dark for a few days. They aren't thinking, I'm going to hurt this person today. They are thinking, I need to breathe. I need to feel like me again. Let's look at a real-life example to see how this plays out in the wild. Let's look at Leo and Maya. Leo and Maya had been dating for 3 months. Things were going well, but there was always a bit of a buffer. Then came the perfect weekend. They went away to a cabin in the woods. No phones, no work, just them. They cooked together, hiked, and stayed up until 3 a.m., talking about their fears, their pasts, and what they wanted out of life. On the drive home, Leo held Maya's hand and told her, I've never felt this close to anyone. Maya felt like she was on cloud 9. But Tuesday came, and Leo didn't call. Wednesday, Maya sent a funny meme. Leo didn't like it or reply for 6 hours. And when he did, he just said, look. By Friday, when Maya asked if he wanted to hang out, Leo said. I'm actually really behind on some projects. I think I need the whole weekend to myself to catch up. Maya was devastated. She went through every scenario. Did I say something in the cabin? Did he see me without makeup and lose interest? Is there someone else? But here is what was happening inside Leo. The perfect weekend was too perfect. For the first time, Leo felt like he needed Maya. And the moment he felt that need, he felt weak. He felt vulnerable. To his subconscious, being that close to Maya meant Maya now had the power to destroy him. By pulling away on Tuesday and Wednesday, Leo wasn't rejecting Maya. He was re-establishing his borders. He was proving to himself that he didn't really need her. He was cooling the room back down to his safe temperature. If you are the Maya in this story, it's vital to understand that you are experiencing an emotional reflex, not a rational choice. Imagine you're walking through a dark house and someone jumps out and yells boo. Your heart rate spikes, your muscles tense, and you might even jump back. You didn't decide to be scared. Your nervous system did that for you. When someone pulls away from intimacy, their nervous system is yelling boo. They are reacting to a perceived threat of vulnerability. Why your help might be making it worse. The most common reaction when someone pulls away is to lean in. You want to fix it? You want to ask, are we okay? Talk to me. What happened? But remember the cage analogy. If someone feels like they are being trapped in a cage, and you move closer to check on them, you aren't providing comfort. You are blocking the exit. The more you lean in to close the gap, the faster they will run to maintain it. It's a tragic cycle. Your desire for connection triggers their desire for protection. So, what do? First, you stop chasing. Not because you're playing a game, but because you deserve to stand on your own 2 feet. You cannot be the home for someone who is currently terrified of being inside. If someone pulls away, give them the space they are asking for, not with bitterness, but with a quiet dignity. Use that time to reconnect with yourself. Go see your friends. Engage in your hobbies. Remind yourself that your worth is not a fluctuating stock price based on someone else's text response time. Real intimacy requires 2 people who have done the work to realize that closeness is onto threat. Some people are ready for that work, and some people are still in the middle of their own silent battle with their past. You can offer a hand, but you cannot carry them across the finish line of emotional availability. Your job is to stay regulated, stay kind, and stay true to your own needs. If this resonated with you, and you're looking for a way to navigate these complex emotional waters without losing your sense of self, I invite you to join our community. Subscribe for calm psychology insights that help you understand the why behind the what, so you can move through your relationships with more clarity and less anxiety. Remember, you deserve a love that feels like a safe harbor, not a storm you're constantly trying to outrun.